Welcome to the virtual 2021 annual celebration for the Findlay-Hancock County Community Foundation. I'm Brian Treece, President and CEO. This is our second virtual celebration, and we hope to see you all in person for this special event next year. In the meantime, we wanted to share the work that we've been doing in 2020 and 2021 despite the pandemic. I'm at the beautiful Marathon Center for the Performing Arts in the heart of downtown Findlay. Kathy Kruchoff, former foundation president, worked tirelessly on this project, and it was one of the many highlights of her tenure. We would also like to recognize Karen Smith, former foundation chief financial officer, who worked behind the scenes on the Performing Arts Center project and many others. We owe so much to these two leaders who retired in 2020. I also want to recognize Lisa Hauk, our accounting assistant, on 15 years of service to the foundation. Thank you for joining us. We're so grateful to you because none of the projects you'll hear about soon would have been possible without your support. It is our honor and responsibility to share the difference your gifts make in our community. Our board and staff members visited several project sites throughout Hancock County to give you some updates.
I'm Cindy Leahy, Administrative Assistant. Part of our coronavirus relief included hiring an advocacy expert to leverage state and federal dollars for local organizations. In 2020 alone, more than $2 million was brought into Hancock County for housing support, the Payment Protection Program, and $135,000 for mobile food pantries alone. So far, in 2021, $600,000 has been secured. We hope nonprofits continue to reap the benefits of the advocacy program for years to come.
I'm Christina Rodriguez, board member. We at the foundation know a strong future is based on a successful start to education. We believe education is critical for the development of the community. That's why the foundation invested in preschool by committing to 7-year grants for Findlay City Schools and Hancock County Schools to make preschool accessible to the entire community. In 2016, we awarded a 7-year grant totaling $817,000 for the city and county schools to ensure more children can attend preschool. Preschool prepares students for kindergarten and helps schools avoid the cost of future intervention. This project saves schools money in the short term and better prepares students for kindergarten and beyond.
I'm Nick Kulik, Chief Donor Engagement Officer at the Foundation. I'm at Brookliker Park, a collaborative project between the Hancock Historical Museum and the Kiwanis Club of Findlay. The foundation granted $10,000 to support the build and an additional $1,000 for the addition of the History Walk project by the 2021 Hancock Leadership Class. Jim and Mary Alice Brookliker were also friends of the foundation and included us in their estate plans. Not only will their legacy live on here at the playground, but their fund will also make grants to worthy projects across the community forever.
I'm Kimberly Bash, Chief Community Engagement Officer. The Foundation is a partner and funder of the Workforce Coalition Raise the Bar. Raise the Bar unites the public, private, and nonprofit sectors to ensure there's a unified strategy to help educate and prepare people for Hancock County's careers and industry. The demand for soft and technically skilled labor is at an all-time high. And our employees in the community and our residents need a sense of financial stability that comes from gainful employment. Our ongoing support of this coalition will help ensure that employers, nonprofits, and education providers create solutions together to meet workforce demands and equip new and current workers with the skills that they need to thrive.
I'm Cassie Turner, Community Engagement Officer. For the last 5 years, we've been supporting the Mount Blanchard Heart and Soul team as they listened to neighbors and business owners, made a plan, and started making change together. Mount Blanchard is just one example of our work outside of the city limits to support and develop communities. In Mount Blanchard alone, we invested $207,000 since 2016. We are looking forward to continuing this community development work and partnering with new communities.
I'm Don Essex, board member. I'm at Dorney Plaza, named after the foundation's original donor, Dale Dorney. Around the plaza are cherry blossom trees representing the local Japanese population and the many cultures who are part of the community. The foundation is part of the local Cultural Humility and Health Equity Delegation, which was created several years ago to advocate for the development and expansion of resources, training, and support for an inclusive community where people feel a sense of belonging and connectedness and have access to high-quality health care. In 2020, the foundation took intentional steps to further our work in diversity, equity, and inclusion. We funded groups like the Black Heritage Library and Multicultural Center, LGBTQ+ Spectrum of Findlay, Blanchard Valley Center, and are in the process of supporting several other projects. Staff is also working on its own internal diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging plan while supporting the work continuing to happen in the greater community.
I'm Andrea Clements, Database and Financial Specialist. For almost 30 years, the Foundation has awarded scholarships to deserving local students, including those here at Corey Rawson. We are in the process of awarding the 2021 scholarships. To date, 106 graduating seniors from the class of 2021 received 118 scholarships. Those awards totaled just over $217,000. In addition, we're in the process of awarding 66 renewal scholarships totaling about $130,000 to current college students. We're proud to work with donors to establish scholarships with all different criteria, as well as review committee members and local schools to make these awards possible.
I'm Kelly Shroll, board member. Earlier this year, we granted $150,000 to Hancock Public Health to support the brand new mobile health clinic. Currently, the clinic is offering COVID-19 vaccinations around the county at events like the Farmers Market and Findlay Pride. Beyond vaccinations, the clinic will be used for wellness visits at community events and festivals, education at local schools, and much more. The clinic will help us continue to improve the overall health of Hancock County.
I'm Sterling Helms, building manager of the Family Center. The Family Center, which is owned and operated by the Community Foundation, is celebrating 15 years as a central service point for Hancock County. Inside the building are 12 nonprofit agencies who rent their space from us at an affordable rate and share the cost of facility upkeep. The Family Center is a community effort to relieve local families of the transportation burden and for nonprofits to focus on operations in a safe and clean facility.
I'm Tasha Dimling, Donor Engagement Officer. Focused Recovery and Wellness Community received the first ever grant from the Foundation's Community Mental Health Fund in 2019, totaling $5,000. That grant created Hancock Helps, an online platform anyone can visit for mental health screenings, support meetings, emergency numbers, and general help. Additionally, the Foundation supported creating a housing helpline as part of Hancock Helps to assist local families facing evictions during the pandemic. This resource will continue to support families for many years.
I'm Gary Wilson, Foundation Board Vice Chair. Today, I'm at Habitat for Humanity of Findlay-Hancock County. Habitat represents our work with the local housing coalition and with the brand new Financial Opportunity Center. The foundation supported the creation of the FOC with a $250,000 grant. The FOC opened in April to all Hancock County residents to help improve credit, reduce debt, and build wealth. Separately, Habitat was awarded $85,000 to hire a critical home repair program manager to coordinate projects that keep residents safe in their current homes. We know both of these projects will make an impact on the financial stability and housing security of local families for generations.
I'm Andrea Reinhart, Donor Relations and Stewardship Manager. 50 North is an important resource for those over age 50 in the community, from nutrition to chores, outreach, wellness, and more. It's a service hub for those in need. In 2020, we granted $100,000 for a significant expansion project at 50 North. Nearly 24,000 square feet were added to increase space for the wellness, group activities, and more, as well as renovations to the existing space. This project will keep local seniors safe, active, and supported.
I'm Jenna Freed, Communications Director. I'm at the Macomb Fire Department, part of the Northwest Hancock County Joint Fire District. Soon, local fire departments and emergency responders like those in Macomb will benefit from the Simulated Tactical Response and Incidents Command Center, or the STRIC Center, at Findlay Fire Station 4. The STRIC Center will be a convenient and effective training site for fire departments, law enforcement, and EMS in the greater Hancock County area. The Foundation is supporting the project with a $100,000 grant. It will be an opportunity to coordinate response with a shared understanding of emergency procedures and more. The STRIC Center will be a valuable resource for the safety response of our community.
I am Richard Brown, the Community Foundation's CFO. I'm at the Hancock County Fairgrounds Youth Building, which was made possible in part by a $100,000 grant from the foundation in 2017. Work like this would not be possible without your support and the Board of Directors' prudent financial management. In 2020, the foundation reached $159 million in assets across 478 funds. This was made possible by the $3.6 million in gifts from community members like you to the foundation. Working together, we granted $3.8 million in 2020, creating positive impact across the community. I invite you to view the annual report on our website for more details on the foundation's 2020 financials and impact. Thank you for your trust and continued support.
I'm at the band shell at Riverside Park in Findlay. L. Dale Dorney, whose original gift inspired the creation of the Findlay-Hancock County Community Foundation, was a huge supporter of the arts. And as a result, the foundation has supported the summer concert series here at the band shell for decades to honor him and the difference he continues to make in Hancock County. Now that you've heard about what we accomplished during a most unusual year, I want to look ahead to 2021 and beyond. Our work is long-term. Change doesn't happen overnight. That's why the listening tour, community conversations, and more of our community outreach is so important to make sure our work aligns with the change happening over time in Hancock County. I hosted a listening tour during the first half of the year and heard from many of you about what matters most in our community, how our mission can be fulfilled, opportunities for improving the foundation's response and involvement, and much more. I took these insights with me into strategic planning this summer, and I'm proud to present the Foundation's new multi-year strategic plan alongside Board Chair Ginger Jones.
Thanks, Brian. We began 2021 with several new board and staff members and plenty of fresh ideas. After many hours of careful thought and discussion on our vision for the community, we are excited to share our updated mission statement. The Findlay-Hancock County Community Foundation will improve the quality of life for all in the community. This mission will help us work towards our ultimate vision of a lasting community impact. These are big goals. The staff has spent time determining how we can best approach this work, which will be divided into 4 priority areas: awareness, relationships, resources, and grant making. With the board's support, Foundation staff will create projects and programs to address these priority areas. Improving quality of life and lasting community impact requires a focus on the long term. Thank you for your trust in us. Your support makes possible a lasting community impact.
As we launch this plan, we invite you to partner with the Foundation to advance our mission and give us the opportunity to help you meet your philanthropic goals. Please contact the Foundation by phone, email, or stop by our office to talk about how we can make your goals a reality. We will update you on our plan's progress soon. In 2022, the Foundation will celebrate its 30th anniversary. All that's been accomplished in those years is a result of your trust and generosity. On behalf of the board and staff of the Findlay-Hancock County Community Foundation, thank you for joining us. We look forward to continuing to work together to make a lasting community impact.